You're going to have to now be a practice player for you. Is that going to be difficult for you?
Yeah, it's the first time in my life I've ever not played basketball come basketball season, so it's going to be really different. I'm looking forward to it though. I get to focus on a little bit more myself and trying to help the team just in practices.
Was that a hard decision initially to decide, okay, I maybe want to try a different level, a different end goal, but I'm going to have to sit out to do it? Was that tough, or did you?
Yeah, for sure.
Was it pretty easy, or?
Yeah, I think once I found out I had to get shoulder surgery, that really changed the game and made it a lot more of an easier decision for me. But definitely without the shoulder, it would have been a much more difficult decision that I probably wouldn't have made.
How long will you be out till you can really start, getting your game back to where it's at, and how long are you going to be limited?
It's really like a time to about 4 to 6 weeks right now. It's really just wherever I get my strength back. I have my full range of motion. Feels great. There's no pain. I just have to get stronger again. So whenever I can get this, my right arm as strong as my left one, they're saying about 4 to 6 weeks for me.
West Coast guy who went east, now you're coming back west. Is it nice to be at least in the same time zone as your hometown?
Yeah, it's nice to be closer to home. Family can come see me much more often. It's just straight down the 10 freeway, so it's really nice. I like it a lot. It's good. The weather is much more what I'm used to too.
Now you're going to miss the changing seasons that you had back east, or
yeah.
Is it nice to be wearing shorts in December?
Yeah, I think the seasons are definitely beautiful out there. You have the fall in Boston. The fall and spring are two of the best seasons you can ever find in any place. But definitely the winters out here are much more pleasant. You like the snow for the first couple of days, and then it gets kind of old.
Did you talk at all with TJ about his year off and what his role was, and maybe what you can do to make the team better without being on the court?
Yeah, absolutely. TJ's been a great influence on me. He was my host on my visit here and really showed me the ropes on. I went through the same thing. He said I came from Duquesne, a smaller school, not really as successful, but he had faith in what Coach Miller said, and he's been obviously tremendously successful here. And he said you can do the same thing, and I really felt like when I heard a player say it and I heard a coach say it, it really cemented the thought in my head.
Obviously he played at Duquesne where he's in a good conference, but you were in one of the big boy conference along with the Pac and some others. Was it a little bit of envy seeing the Dukes and Carolinas of the world, seeing where they might wind up, and maybe you guys were limited at BC, and now you're at a place where they expect to compete with those teams?
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime since you're a kid, you pick up a basketball wanting to be the best, be a part of the best team, compete at the highest level, and win a championship. That's what everyone does it for. And anytime you fall short, it sucks. But now, being here, such high expectations, it's awesome because I'm going from the underdog to the hunted now, and it's just been a complete 180 switch for me, and it's been pretty sweet.
I know Arizona looked at you briefly during the recruiting process. Did you grow up, though, following Arizona, or were you at least familiar with the program, or is this something where you had to relearn and do your homework?
I think Arizona basketball, it speaks for itself. If you follow college basketball at all, you know how big Arizona basketball is on the West Coast for sure. It's been somebody that's been big time. It's been cool. I don't know if Corky knew about Arizona before he got here, but it's been awesome just being a part of such a historical program.
The guys talk family, but every program talks family. How is the bond between the guys, and how does it maybe compare? Because you have something to compare it to.
Yeah, I think this family here is second to none. I think my family at my old school is great too, but anytime you bring such talent together, and then you see the talent gel together, it creates a whole nother level of a bond between each other. And I think it's just awesome to see how many talented guys are here and how many guys truly just want the other person to be successful. So it's awesome. I think it's all credit to Coach Miller and how he really picks who he wants to bring into the program.
Can you give us about 20, 30-second scouting report on your game? I know we know a lot of people talking 4-3 combo, but how do you describe yourself, and what can fans maybe expect in a year?
Yeah, I think definitely like a 3-4 combo, a guy that's very versatile, play inside and out, working on extending my range on my jump shot to 3-point range where I would shoot a lot more threes next year, which would have been a weakness for me in my first 3 years at Boston College. And I think just somebody that's really just going to do what it takes to win. I think that's something that I really pride myself on.